Hello and welcome to this email automation with Python tutorial with me, James from Matador Software, focusing on getting something like this, the simple way, a template you can build on, sent to multiple users, different elements of HTML text, and varied levels of attachments. It is worth noting that Yagmail works with Gmail, so bear that in mind as it is a very popular service. I thought this is a valuable topic to cover in terms of Python automation. So, most of my tutorials are geared towards data analysis, and we always like to improve the way that we work, so we can use Python scripts to automate maybe email marketing or meetings. And I'm using Atom as my text editor. You can use what you like. So you can freeze this at any point to copy the code. The first thing we need to do is install Yagmail if we haven't, by using pip install. We then need to import it into this first script here, import Yagmail. What we do next is we need to establish a connection with the simple mail transfer protocol server. So we can just use a variable Yag and establish a connection by using our email, and you would need to enter your own email password. We wrap the remaining code in a try except block to handle any errors such as a wrong password. And then all we're doing is using that Yag variable, and we're stating who we're sending it to, the email subject, the contents, and if that works, as well as sending the email, you'll see at the bottom here, within the log, we can log email sent to recipients or display an error message. And we get something very simple like this. So it's not singing and dancing, but it's a really good script. It's simple, it's sent to the user we wanted it to, and it's very repeatable. So now we're going to look at how we can actually make this a bit more, I'm not going to say complex, but a bit more functional and usable, and include more people within this distribution, which would be key if we were using this as a sort of email bot. So the key differences here, we've essentially got the same start. We import it, we've got our own email, and we would enter our own email password. I've added in a CC and a BCC, so we can actually use these keywords for, carbon copy and blind carbon copy. We want to include other people in the distribution. You can have as many as you like, and then we're just adding in again a subject and contents, but I've actually added an attachment here. So I've gotten this just locally, copied the path, but you need to use that R in front here, which converts it to a raw string. It means that that's going to work in this format, and we're going to be able to also send an attachment with our email, which could be very important. And if we're using this in a reusable fashion, that's going to be very helpful with our email automation. Again, we go through our try block, and if it's successful, we'll print that it's successful as well, sending the email. So here you go. You can see I'm just obviously sending this to myself for this purpose. That's why I've got the plus user one after the email. But yeah, it works. We've got the same subject contents, and now we've actually got an attachment, which again is a bonus, and we're sort of piecing this together like Lego blocks, looking at the advantages. So now we're going to just ramp it up a bit in terms of functionality and show how this can be a really useful email automation bot. So the key difference in this third script, again, you're going to see the similarities as we go through. If this was the first time doing it, we would import Yagmail in this script. We then again initiate a connection to the SMTP server by entering your email password. But within our try block, now you'll notice we've got subject, which again is a different subject, but standard email subject. So the contents here I've actually listed within the H2 heading size. If you haven't used HTML, essentially a larger font. And then I've also got paragraph size. So we can actually differentiate. If we're using a really robust script that we email marketing that we use often, potentially this would be very helpful. And then we've got the paragraph text, which follows on to two attachments that we also use within the square brackets and a list, and we get something like this. So a much more clean format. We've got multiple recipients, two attachments, and we're able to style the text all from within a Python script, taking a lot of the legwork out of the sort of daily chore of sending mass emails. So as usual, if you enjoyed this content and want to follow more of my data analysis tutorials, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.